All right, Shalom. Call all y'all about Shah. Shalom to the elect. This is a quick video speaking on what's going on across seas. Now you got Russia, they deploying this hypersonic cruise missile, or missiles, I should say, over in the Mediterranean Sea. And this is just another, let me see what it actually say down here at the bottom. Give me 1 minute. I say President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday presided over the launch of a warship armed with new hypersonic cruise missiles on a training mission to the Atlantic and Indian Oceans and the Mediterranean. I'm sure that such powerful weapons will make it possible to reliably protect Russia from potential external threats and will help ensure the national interest of the country. Putin was quoted by Russian news agencies saying we will continue to develop the fighting potential of our armed forces. Putin said, adding that the Zircon missile system on the ship has no equivalent. So, hey, let me get this one preset real quick and I'll let this video play. Give me 1 minute. See, the Most High put the spirit on them to do this. They ain't just wake up and say, you know what, we're finna make this best instrument of this war, I say war item, well, whatever title you want to call it, all type of term. So like I was over here looking at something else too. But they ain't just wake up and just have that idea on their own. The Most High put it on their spirit to do that. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16 says, behold, I created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I created the waster to destroy. The Most High created him to do this. This is just like, okay, let me get another precept real quick. It's in the book of Daniel. Everybody have their lot. Whether it be a teacher, or a prophet, or a physician, or whatever. Some people be skilled with different instruments. Some people be skilled with different building techniques. Some people be skilled with electricity. Some people have many skills. Some people don't just have one skill. Most High give certain talents to certain people for a reason. So, but their talents over there is to actually build these nukes, build these instruments for war. That's why I say right in the book of Daniel, it said, but in chapter 12, verse 13, but go thou thy way to the end be, but thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days. And when it says thou shalt rest, that means you go up to the spiritual realm, and then when the time comes, you go back down and stand in your lot. That's what it's talking about. So every man that's doing what they do right now, they've done it before. There's no new thing under the sun, like the scripture said. I'm gonna let this video play. I'm gonna pull a few more presets and end this off. Hold on one minute, let me see. Something just came to mind. Give me 1 minute. Book of Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 3, it says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth up himself up. And it's Brigadine, I may be pronouncing that wrong, so Salaki. It says, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. And that's what them nukes gonna do. That's why you read the book of 2 Peter, it said, what manner of person are you to be? But these nukes, man, they're gonna melt the elements. Everything around you is some type of element. It's on the element chart. Let me read this some more, see what else I want to get on this. In verse 5, Jeremiah chapter 51, it says, but Israel have not been forsaken. Because our people, you look at us, it's like, dang, ain't nobody gonna help us out, none of this. Now you got our people crying out for reparations and all that. Hey, the Most High gonna give us the real reparations by taking these heathens out of power, just over us, and setting us up in a righteous manner. And to some that don't see and they can't really see ahead of time and have that vision, it seemed far-fetched, but like the scriptures say, it's plain unto the holy, but stumbling blocks to the wicked. Because a wicked person, they can't look at the world and be like, you know what, one day we're going to be in the kingdom, it's going to be gold gates and with pearls and roads made with gold and buildings and clean water with no fluoride, none of that shit in there, clean air, plants, animals, one with us, and the heathens bringing tribute to us, and we actually being the example as we're supposed to be on the earth. A lot of people can't see that. But to the plain is holy. Let me read this right here some more. It says, but Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of Ha'adawan, of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. And that's what's going to happen. This plays through, man. And then you got these other nations, they're actually teaming up with Putin. So people will hear that and be like, oh, well, can't nobody do nothing to the U.S. military. Man, look, man, Esau, they so dumb, they don't spread the military thin all around the earth. So they got to maneuver when certain shit happen. And if you got everybody else coming against you, that shit don't look too good, man. Like the scriptures actually make these small among the heathen. Esau looking small among the heathen, man. Then they try to block certain stuff out in the media, but their true colors coming out of what they did to our people, man. And then the people across seas, they know who we are, so they know, hey, man, you mess with the Most High's people, we got to pay a hefty fine for that. We had to pay for our iniquity, so they got to pay for theirs as well. I'm going to let this video play some more. I'm going to pull a few more presets and I'll end this up. And see, the Most High got a spirit on these damn Russians. The other house of Esau so heavy. Man, they actually just milking. They playing psychologically and financially on the U.S. because the U.S. the one that's funding this. So they just prolonging it until the resources run low. Then shit gonna go left, and then that's when this gonna happen. You gotta hold on, so I can try to click on that. But before this get to that level, see, the financial part is gonna get to a point where shit gonna be so fucked up they gonna have to push in this charagma. Then something gonna happen when it come down to this war part. Let me see what precept I wanna go to. Give me 1 minute. Book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2 says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, a part of my land. The most I ain't forget about us, man. We just had to go through this for a period of time. When you actually do the math and you look at the time frame, it really ain't been that long. It just seemed like a long ass fucking time, because one day with the Lord is 1,000 years with man. So hey, the time frame our people were going through this shit seemed like a long ass time, but to the Most High, it really ain't been that long. So he gonna make do on his word. And the scripture say, as it is written, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. So he say he gonna gather these nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat for his people, for his heritage, primarily his name. Hey, he gonna do it, man. You just gotta have that faith and pay attention and stay alert. Actually watch the news and line it up with the precepts, because everything that's going on, Esau making it so easy to really bring out these lessons, to really speak on these topics. Whether it be about the charagma, whether it be about famines, whether it be about earthquakes in diverse places, whether it be about wars and rumors of wars, they make it so easy. So just stay alert, stay vigilant, circumspect, all them words. Pay attention to what's going on, because it's coming soon, man. So I just want to bring this up. All the one righteous out is edifying. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And Shalom.